going, everyone? Mega Masters here, and I present you guys with my debuting on the ladder in Ubers. And I actually have had a lot of fun in Ubers over the last few battles I've had. Not just on the ladder, but as you've seen in my last battle with my friend Ian Smart, like, Ubers is a lot of fun. It's hard-hitting, it's fast-paced, it is an absolute blast and a half. And with this team that I present to you, it comes from the finest battlers on Team Central. I would like to give a huge shout out to Team Central for hooking me up with not just this team, but with many other teams in general. Like, those guys, they know what they're doing. They know their shit. They know their shit. And this battle features a team from Team Central that is Ubers, and it's Ubers in more than one ways. It's uber awesome, it's uber tough, it's uber fucking everything. So, with that being said, let's get through with the first battle. So you see right here that... Whoa. Did that really just happen? Did I just get a first turn forfeit on my first ever official battle on the official Smogon Pokemon Showdown Uber tier ladder? What the fuck? Oh man, that took the wind right out of my sails when that happened, man. I was good to go. I was fired up. I was pumped up. I was ready to fight. I was ready to get down and dirty. And then I get forfeited on. I mean, you know what? Yeah, a win's a win, but I don't like winning that way. I really don't. Because it's just... I don't know. I mean, this battle could have happened either way. I mean, hell, I could have lost. But we'll never know because this person forfeited. Yeah, wow, holy shit. Not really a good way to debut my ladder ranking in Ubers, but the next battle I present you with is a battle that more than makes up for, because this opponent was tough as hell. So, enough talk, how about we get right to battle number 2, shall we? Alright, so this right here is battle number 2, and in my opinion, my first official full battle in the Ubers tier against a very, very worthy opponent. So, enough talk, let's get on with this. Oh, wait a minute. One more thing I gotta warn you with. I am on the other side of the battle screen for some reason. So, it's gonna make things a little bit tricky at first, but just bear with me here. So I'm on the other side. My opponent leads off with Darkrai. I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and taunt and predict the Dark Void. So I go for them rocks. And I hang on with the Sash, even though it's a super effective Dark Pulse. I'm like, okay, I'm going to set up some spikes and finish Deoxys Speed's role in the battle, because there's really nothing else that Deoxys can do. So I go into my Primal Kyogre, and I predict the Dark Void. And I go for the Sleep Talk Scald. Bam! Take him down. So in comes Kyogre, and I thought, is this a Primal Kyogre? No, it's not. It's I guess it's a regular Kyogre. So I bring in my Primal Groudon, and he eats up that Thunder. No damage whatsoever. Now in comes the Landorus Incarnate, and I predicted the switch, and I just completely one-shot the guy. So now he brings in his Primal Groudon. I'm like, okay, this isn't good. So I switch into my Mega Salamence, predicting the Ground-type move. I Mega Evolve, I set up a Dragon Dance, he goes for Fire Punch, does nothing to me. I set up another Dragon Dance, he roars, I'm like, what the hell, I didn't expect that shit. He roars me onto Klefki, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna switch the fuck out right now. And I bring in my Primal Kyogre to take whatever attack that he dishes out, and I go for Sleep Talk, go for Roar, that's fucking ace. So, at this point, I switch out, go back into my Klefki, and, of course, Lugia goes for Substitute. I'm like, okay, well, at this point here, Lugia can't really do much to me, so I'm going to play rough and break him down until his sub breaks. So, we're just kind of back and forth here. He's Aero Blasting me, not doing anything. I go for play rough, break the Substitute, and this is what I do next. You ready? You ready? Toxic, bitch! And Lugia's crippled. Lugia is crippled. So, at this point here, it's like, okay, well, it's pretty much useless at this point, so I go for Heal Block just in case it tries to go for Roost. and I fucking love Heal Block. I mean, I know it's really gimmicky on Klefki, but it fucking works. Shout out to Timothy Yang and July Rodriguez for that idea. So, in comes the Primal Groudon, and I switch the fuck out, and I go back into my Mega Salamence to tank hits. He sets up Stealth Rocks and takes the frustration, and then roars me out. So that brings me my Primal Kyogre out, and of course he finishes me off, and in comes Arceus. So I set up that Swords Dance, baby. He hits me with Precipice Blade. That's fine, bro. That's fine. I hit you up with that Extreme Speed, kill your ass. And in comes Lugia. In comes Lugia. Extreme Speed, kill your ass. Here we go, baby. Here we go. And in comes MLG Dragon. In comes the MLG Dragon. And he Mega Evolves. I go for Extreme Speed thinking it was going to take him out, but it doesn't. But you know what? That's fine, because at this point, things are looking pretty sexy for me. So I bring my Klefki back out. I go for the Toxic. And he roosts, and I'm like, okay, I've pretty much got you crippled at this point now. And then I go for Heal Block, just so you don't roost no more. He goes for Refresh! I did not see that coming, bro. That's fucking ace. So in comes Kyogre, and I predict that, and I go for the Toxic. And so Kyogre's crippled. Things are looking pretty good. I switch my Klefki back out, go back into Groudon, and Origin Pulse does nothing, because Primal Groudon's ability nullifies all Water-type moves. So he switches back into Mega Salamence and takes the Fire Punch. I switch back out, go back into my Klefki, he goes into Roost. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be stall back and forth all over again. He goes for I go for Toxic, sorry. He goes for Dragon Dance. So it's just pretty much a stalemate at this point. I go for Heal Block. He goes for Refresh. And get this, I decide to switch it up to go for Thunder Wave. And he's paralyzed. I'm like, okay, cool, bro. And I go for Play Rough, and it doesn't do that much for being a super effective hit. And he goes for Refresh again. Nope. Thunder Wave, and he gets paralyzed again. I go for another Play Rough. And he barely hangs on. He goes for another Dragon Dance. And then this right here was game. He switches out, goes back into Kyogre. And yeah, Play Rough. So that right there is pretty much good game. And yeah. So that right there was my official debut with a full match without any forfeits. And I gotta say, this was against a very, very worthy opponent. And this team, this fucking team that I have, oh man, I fucking love it. I love it. And you know what? Mega Salamence is one of those Pokemon that actually functions very well in the Ubers tier. It's a great counter to the likes of any physical attackers, such as Groudon and Primal Groudon. I mean, yeah, it's awesome. So, that right there wraps up battle number 2. It's now time for battle number 3. So this right here is battle number 3. And this was also against a very, very worthy and tough opponent. So, enough talk. Let's just get the fuck into this battle, eh? So once again, I'm on the other side. So he leads up with Deoxys Defense, I lead up with Deoxys Speed. Knowing I outspeed him, I go for Taunt. And it can't do much to me. So I go for them Rocks, and he goes for Psychic. I'm like, what? I was half expecting Knockoff. So anyways, I switch out, go into Klefki, and at this point here, I'm just like, okay, I need to wear your ass down. So I go for Toxic, and he goes for Stealth Rocks. Now, fearing that he was going to set up all over my dumbass, I switch back out. Actually, I don't switch back out into my Deoxys. I switch out into my Groudon, and he Primal Evolves. And I'm like, okay, what do I do now? I go for that Rock Polish, and he hits up that Toxic. I'm like, damn, man, I didn't see that shit coming. Oh, man, this isn't good at all. So anyways, predicting a protect, I go for the Swords Dance. Oh, baby, I love Double Dance Primal Groudon. Primal G, baby. And then I go for the Earthquake, easily taking him out, easily. And then comes Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan. He goes for a Sucker Punch. I was half expecting Fake Out. That's what I would have done. But no, that Earthquake just takes him out. No questions. And then comes Giratina. I'm like, okay. I thought that I was going to be able to get off an Earthquake, but the Shadow Sneak takes me out. So I bring my Klefki back in, and I go for the Toxic. And he goes for Shadow Force. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell now? What do I do? And of course, he hits me pretty hard with the Shadow Force. I hit him hard with the Play Rough. Well, not really. he did more damage to me with Shadow Force than I did with the player up. So he goes for Shadow Sneak, and I go for the heal block, predicting a roost perhaps? But no, like, he telegraphed that perfectly. So I switch my Primal Kyogre back out, and he goes for Shadow Sneak. And knowing I could take that, I wasn't too worried. So in comes Xerneas. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. And in comes Geomance. I'm like, oh shit. So I predicted that, and get this. You ready? Roar you out. Oh, he must have been fuming. So he brings the Primal Groudon in. Actually, he didn't bring it, he got roared in. So I switch out knowing that my Primal Kyogre couldn't do anything. And I go into my Mega Salamence to tank up hits. Of course, he's bulking his ass up, bulking up them muscles. Squat day, perhaps? Maybe arms or chest? Who knows? But of course, he bulks up and then Dragon Tails me. I didn't expect that one bit. So he Dragon Tails me into my Primal Kyogre, and I go for the skull, and I get the burn. The fucking lucky-ass burn. So I switch out, go back into my Klefki, and I use him as Death Fodder. I'm like, you know what, buddy? You did your job. You did your job, baby. And, of course, Xerneas goes down to the burn, and then I bring my Deoxys Speed back in, and he brings in his Darkrai. I go for the taunt, because I don't want him to Dark Void my ass, but he predicted that, I guess, and goes for Dark Pulse. So, a good play on his part, but it's pretty much GG at this point. He goes for Dark Pulse, and his only savior was pretty much gone, because if he had blitzed me, he would have had a chance. But no, I go for the Swords Dance and then that Extreme Speed, and then things just got ugly from here. So, good game, my friend. A really awesome and epic opponent. The dashing Arcanine, that even sounds epic. I fucking love Arcanine. And what's even more epic was the fact that Arceus pulled off a mini late game sweep. So, I want to thank you guys very much for watching this video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to my epic as fuck channel.